It's good to see you again, big man.
Mate.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. I must apologise. I was sick for an extended period. Feeling better now for anyone who's asking.
Yeah, everyone.
Mate, what's been happening?
Well, you know, lots. The NBA finished, but the NBL's back. Mm-hmm. The Premier League's back.
Also true.
I'm going to the final, or the quarterfinal of the FFA Cup this weekend.
Oh, yeah. Cool, yeah.
Do you know what that means?
What's that mean?
Rugby League's almost over.
Don't you even dare!
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Rugby League Outlaws.
It's cold, Terry.
It's
really, so cold.
Except you walk into our illustrious studio and it was like a furnace for a little bit.
Well, it's all right. We'll, you know it's hot.
Well,
Rugby League.
Do you know what's not hot?
What's that?
Obstructions.
Oh, God.
Diving.
Oh, God.
And blockers.
Oh, mate.
Now, not blocker.
No, he sucks.
I'd rather have blocker.
Yeah. He sucks too.
Yeah.
Now, we're required to talk about these negatives. It's what the people want, but I'm not excited about that.
I am.
What I am excited about is the Ashes tour at the end of the year. Now, all I've heard on Twitter and social media and 360, blah, 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 is how bad the Aussie team's going to be and how Payne Haas leaving is terrible. It is. Tino's probably going with him. It's terrible. It is. But you look at the players that are still available for that Australian side and tell me that's a terrible side. And you know what I'll call you? A dirty, rotten liar.
Yeah, look, regardless, Australia is still going to be the team to beat over there. And now New Zealand is starting to feel the pinch of some players.
Oh, we're going to discuss that tomorrow night on the knock-on. Check in. Oh, what's that?
And now, someone who may have been an outside shot with the way that he's finished his season because the centre position is so weak at the moment. Billy Smith has now defected to England.
Yeah, I like that.
I do as well, which obviously shuts the door on KL.
Yeah, I think he might have said sorry because they're not asking Billy Smith. With the greatest respect, if KL is available. Yeah. But mate, we'll just run through the possibilities of the team. We won't go too far into it. But at fullback, I named James Tedesco. And people are like, bloke's about to win a Dally M by 30 points. He's the best player in the competition right now. He has to lead the team.
And he nearly won it last year.
Yeah. So, but look, he or Dylan Edwards, either way.
It's Teddy.
Well, of course it is. On the wings, you got Zach Lomax, who's 100% in. And then I've gone with Xavier Coates. Yep. And people have gone, he wants to represent New Guinea. No, he doesn't. He's going to go to the Ashes tour.
That's AJ. Alex Johnson wants to represent Papua New Guinea.
Xavier Coates
wants to play for Australia.
Yeah, he's arguably the best winger in the game right now.
I have him as my Dally M winger of the year.
Yeah, no arguments.
Alongside Daniel Tupou.
Wait, the towers.
Yeah.
Huge.
The towers, yeah.
In the centres. Now, this was conjecture. Now, I didn't give this much thought, right? Latrell Mitchell will be there if he's fit. And I said Matt Burton, but Bradman Best will be there. And there's a few other options. None of them bad.
Yeah, okay.
What do you think? You could throw... Well, no, I was going to say Shibasaki, but no. Because Toya's going to play for Tonga.
And Hammer's gone as well.
Val's injured.
Yeah. I mean, centre, you're right. Bradman Best is a good shout. And this is the thing, injuries, they really, they hurt and they open opportunities, especially in positions where there's not a lot of depth. Yeah. Casey McLean, as the Kiwi, is probably going to go and play some games for them as well, So I'm trying to think of some other centres, and you're right, it's probably going to be Latrell Mitchell. You can't put Turbo there.
No, he's done. He's more on that later.
He looked good at centre.
He did.
And then the minute they put him at fullback, he looks terrible.
I don't think that's a coincidence.
Who you got 5'8"?
At 5'8", Ken Munster.
Yeah, tough one.
Look, if you want to go Tom Dearden here, that's fine.
No.
I'm going with Munster, of course. Yeah. And then I just... They're going to name Cleary at halfback. If they want to be Moses or Dearden, again, that's completely fine. But there's some great options. The only issue I have with this Australian side is who partners Pat Carrigan at prop.
Lindsay Smith.
I put him out there and everyone laughed.
Lindsay Smith.
I think he's a great shout. I absolutely love
Lindsay Collins.
Yeah, he's another one. Look, you can play Isaiah Yeo there.
You could, but you won't.
No, Liam Martin, I think, might be unavailable, but he can play.
And I'm glad that Jake Travojevic has been stood down for the rest of the year because that player does not deserve a spot.
He's not getting a spot. But
and then you could turn around and say Liam Henry is a shot.
He's been good. I put Stefano forward. He's been great the past month.
But I think
he may go to Samoa.
Yeah, he may go to Samoa.
But if you say, you want to start in the Ashes, suddenly...
Yeah, I get it. And again, there's like injuries to players that, you could turn around and say yay or nay. But, Terrell May, it sucks that sucks and it's great that he's going to play for Samoa all in one. Hooker?
It's got to be Harry Grant.
It's got to be Harry Grant.
It's got to be Harry Grant. And then the second row, you got Angus Crichton.
You got Angus Crichton, you got Hudson Young, you got Zaya, you got Liam Martin.
Yeah, there's about 90 people.
The way that T. Wilton's finishing the season,
I'd put Wilton in there.
Yeah.
But, Jess Colhoun.
Yeah. Bench is good. Bench is great.
Yeah, you kind of
Coach sucks.
Yeah, the coach is out. But what was
it going to be Connor Watson or is it going to be Tom Dearden?
Either or. It doesn't matter. You can play Connor at the 13.
I feel Connor Watson's versatility gets him over because Tom Dearden's like a 6 or a 7.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Watson can play everywhere.
Look, Ruben Cotter played really, really well in Origin. I know. Look, he had a great Origin series. What we're saying is don't worry.
Don't worry about it.
It's going to be fine.
Can we get back to the blockers and the divers and the obstruction now?
I try to avoid it. You've actually moved the order I had set up.
No, I haven't.
Okay. I'm not going to argue. Don't argue with this guy. He'll always got screenshots.
So, we saw the controversy last round. It reared its head a couple of times.
It did.
I want to say this. The Moses Leota, Harry Grant situation, if that's any other team, no one's saying boo.
Yep.
The fact that it was Penrith in there made it a big song and dance. Now, this rule was brought in because of Penrith.
It was. The blocker rule.
Do you know who the first team that benefited from a penalty in that situation?
Penrith?
It was Penrith against Melbourne.
Yep. I saw someone dug very deep to find it.
They dug very, very deep to find it. Now, this rule was created because Penrith used to just put a wall and Nathan Cleary pop a field goal.
Blockers.
So, Moses Leota, yes, right, he's in a position to catch the ball.
Yep.
And I completely agree with you.
Yep. Well set up.
The fact of the matter is the ball didn't go to Moses Leota.
It didn't
the ball went to Nathan Cleary. Now, yes, Leota's in position, but the ball went behind him.
Yep.
He's an obstruction. He's a blocker. And someone said, but Harry Grant ran around him and he did this. Harry Grant could have gone and shoulder charged him into row 5. It's a penalty.
Yep. Doesn't matter.
It doesn't. And there's two things wrong with it. One, he's in the blocker position. Two, he stepped into Harry Grant.
Yeah, he did.
Made it worse.
Now, if he takes 2 steps the other way and Harry Grant diverts out, different story.
You have a look at Lindsay Smith in that situation when they knew they were going for the field goal. He backed out. Yep. He ran backwards to it. Leota ran into the position and then stepped sideways. Penalty all day. It
was. Now, the conjecture was that Harry Grant dived.
Yeah, he did.
I don't think you'll find anyone in the world that will argue that, but the fact is, it doesn't matter.
Now, this is what I want to bring into the divers. Right? So,
or the stayer downers.
Yeah, no, the divers on an obstruction.
Oh, okay.
So, the Warriors Dragons played a very controversial game.
Yeah.
And
it was a shit game.
Yeah, it was. And the Warriors scored a try, and Lycan King Tongia looked like he was taking out an obstruction.
Yep.
Upon review for me, the back row had already gone past the play, and King Tongia took a dive.
Yep.
Now, that was ruled in all the papers, in Fox Sports, controversial decision. But Nico Hines did that against Brisbane, and he was called a diver, and he played for it, and it was bad sportsmanship, and it was bad gamesmanship. 2 identical scenarios. The Broncos were awarded a try. So were the Warriors.
Yeah.
So they got it right.
If you're going with consistency,
if you're going with consistency. But then we saw, the Cowboys Eels the week before. That was the most blatant obstruction.
Yep.
And Mitch Moses just played for it to let them know.
Yeah.
This is an obstruction.
I've been obstructed.
Yeah, I have been absolutely
And again,
obstructed.
It doesn't matter if he stands there or falls over or does a cartwheel. It's a penalty.
Now, I want to ask you about the Tigers Manly one that we saw where Talon May broke through and one of the Fainus, one of the 15 Fainus that they've got. They've got 15 Fainus and 2 Mays and a Luai.
And a Luai.
Or actually, they got a Dewey as well.
Ah!
He's in great form.
Scotty.
But Fainu was in front of May.
Yep.
But Turbo, what did Turbo do?
So
it was awful.
I wrote on Zero Tackle that if Turbo makes any effort whatsoever to go at either player, they get the obstruction.
Yeah.
But because he stood there like a statue and watched him run through, the bunker went, well, he ain't stopping him. Try.
Yeah.
The letter of the law, 50-50. I'm okay with what they ruled. If he was 5 metres forward, 100% obstruction. But again, Turbo has to do something. Why didn't he fall over?
Agreed, right? Or why didn't he just run it feigning?
Yeah, or just fall over.
He knows he's not going to make that tackle. Just go and run it feigning.
He would have got it too.
He would have got it, right? But the other thing as well is the way that I looked at it is that Sione Faini is actually offside and interfering in the play. If that was a kick, he's offside because he's in front of the ball and he's come within 10 metres of Turbo.
Yeah, look, yes.
So I think they could have got out of that one. I think it's the fact of the matter that Turbo his brain just stopped.
He wanted none of it. Oh, he didn't go at either.
He didn't go at either of them.
He didn't do any. He barely blinked.
Yeah.
It's like, hello, are you even alive, Turbo?
And then the great part about that was when he realised that his body didn't move, he just abused whoever was in front of him.
Yeah, it's your fault.
It's great to see. I think the NRL are in a really, really bad situation here because of the way that they... And I go back to it, the Nico Hines ruling. The way that they've gone back about that, you're never going to get the obstruction call right with anyone now.
Nope.
Because you're either going to say he milked it or it was a genuine obstruction. Now, I thought, as a biased Sharks fan, I thought the Hines one, yes, he played for it, but that's what you've got to do.
You do.
You have to take it out, same as the King Tonga one. Yep. He played for it.
Dylan Edwards, 30 metres away from play last year, falls over.
Yeah.
And they go, he's tracking across.
Yeah, he was running across the field. So it's a lottery with that, but the blockers on the field goal, they absolutely nailed it.
I agree.
Just like Cleary nailed that field goal, didn't count.
Yeah, it didn't count. Oh, well. Now, the second part is, Terry, the kid injection. I've used that word 3 times tonight. I kind of know what it means. A couple of weeks ago, we saw Penrith whack Jaden Campbell. He got up and played the ball. And then the NRL said, probably should have been a penalty.
That was Souths, wasn't Penrith.
Oh, was it? The Souths?
Yeah.
So the Titans got robbed of a goal that would have tied it up, sent it to goal point. Who knows? He probably would have missed anyways. But the NRL said, you got to stay down and let us have a look. Yet at the start of the year, they said, anyone who stays down, we're going to remove via an independent doctor, which we laughed at and took great offence to. What is it? Because they've said, should have been a penalty. He would have got it if he'd stayed down. This past week, we're starting to see a lot of players just, penalty. It's creeping in.
I think the worst part about that Jaden Campbell one was it was 10 metres out right in front. Referee should have seen that.
Of course he should.
Yep.
But the fact he didn't, whereas the NRL said if he'd stayed down, we would have found it.
But so the other thing for that is it has to be a reportable offence. And that's not a reportable offence. It was high contact, but it wasn't reportable.
No, it was a refereeing error.
Yeah, it was a referee.
And Penrith benefited.
Souths benefited.
And South benefited, but who cares? It's South.
Yeah, who
and
cares,
the Titans. It doesn't matter. If it was an important game, you would have heard more about it. But this past week, we had 3 or 4 players stay down. Like Reece Walsh went down like he got shot, and everyone's, and then a penalty. What do you want him to do? We had a player, I can't remember his name, sorry, who said, that was Jai Arrow. Said, of course we've all stayed down. I've stayed down to get penalties. That is what we're taught to do.
Yeah.
And that is exactly what we're seeing come in, and everyone's blowing up. Oh, he's staying down. Stop hitting them high.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one.
That's just so frustrating. They're never going to get them all right, but there was an elbow off the top rope, and he's like, I'll play on.
Yeah. Now, we're coming into finals. Some of us. Some of us are, yeah. Some of us are, some of us aren't.
Tigers fans.
Whoa, see, there's still a mathematical chance of
They are, yeah. And everyone knows the best
Dragons.
chance is the mathematical
The
one.
Dragons are mathematical. So, the top 4. Well, let's say top 3.
Top 3? Nailed on? Yep,
Nailed
agreed.
on. Canberra, Melbourne, Canterbury, any order.
Yeah.
I hope Canberra win the minor premiership, just to come back to your prediction.
Well,
Melbourne's going to win the minor premiership, though, I feel. Their for and against is just far
it
superior.
is good.
Someone
Canberra got a tough game this week.
Yeah. 4th spot, Penrith Warriors. How are you fancying?
Cronulla? Brisbane?
Yeah, look, Brisbane have got a pretty comfortable run home. It's just going to depend on Ben Hunt and Billy Walters. You're not going to get that out of them every week.
No, and look, Cronulla have 2 points banked this week.
Yes, they do.
And Penrith play Canberra.
Yeah, and we come off playing Newcastle as well.
So it could come down to the last round. Look, if you gun to my head, Penrith.
Yeah.
Penrith are going to finish what?
I don't know. Because the Warriors have got a pretty easy... they play the Titans this weekend.
Yeah, they do, but we've seen the Warriors do this before. Yeah, look, the Warriors are probably the betting favourite, but I'm going to say Penrith. I just feel like that loss the other day is the worst thing that could happen to the competition.
Correct. Then you've got 6, 7, 8, 9.
Brisbane, Cronulla.
So Brisbane, Cronulla, the Roosters.
Yeah, or the Dolphins.
And the Dolphins.
I think you put everyone out.
I think, you can safely say that. Now, the worst thing that happened to the Dolphins is they got flogged because that 174 points differential they had was perfect for them. And now it's not really much of a weapon. Cronulla put an extra 30 on there for and against. The Roosters obviously got the 60-point banking on there, and then
Brisbane top too.
Yeah, Brisbane topped themselves up and also put a bit of a gap between them and the Dolphins. I really wanted to see the Dolphins play finals. I think they're going to miss out, and that is bad news for the competition because if the Roosters make the finals with the way that they're playing, like if you have Roosters Warriors in 5 versus 8, I'm taking the Roosters.
Yeah, me too.
They're going to go over New Zealand, spank the daylights out of them.
Yeah, there's this competition. Okay, there's no standout. Oh, they're so good. But there's about 6 teams.
Yeah, but there's like, you could turn around, like to me, Melbourne are the benchmark, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But then Melbourne have lost games, like crap games.
Yep.
Like,
See, I'm still not taking Canberra as seriously as I should. And
and the Dogs. I'm not taking the Dogs seriously.
I think the past month has put the Dogs in the basket. But you look at...
Had they not made that ridiculous move to get Lachlan Gavin mid-season?
They might be minor premiers right now. And then they read running as well. But you've got Cronulla who can beat anyone on their day. Now, given their day's not that often, but they can. Brisbane are a team that can just do anything. The Warriors are capable of that. Jeez, where did that come from? And you look at the Roosters and Penrith and you think, okay, I don't want to run into either of these teams in the in the finals rather. The Dolphins, I think that loss on the weekend, if they'd won that game, they win, they're out. I think the 8 right now is the perfect 8 because anyone can beat anyone.
I think, and it's like, who is the weakest team going into it? You might say the Warriors because of all the injuries, and they might get 4th.
They might get 4th. They will host a game if they finish in the top 4.
Well, even if they finish in top, like if they finish
top 6, they're going to get a game. So. Yeah, this is the most fun I've had this far in.
Yeah,
and you're still at the opposite end of the table. You still don't know.
But we always say the first 20 weeks of the competition are just the teaser for the run home, and this run home has been one of the best.
And this Friday night,
Thursday night's awful. Friday night. But again, the spoon, right, comes down to the Titans. I think the Titans' best chance of avoiding the spoon is this weekend.
Yeah, you got to beat the Warriors.
Newcastle, second. Now, Newcastle's failing to score points.
Yeah.
And I think they have it pretty rough.
Yeah, well, they got Cronulla next week.
And they got Brisbane this week.
Yeah, so they
I don't think they're going to win another game. So if the Titans can scrape one, but then you're saying the same thing about the Eels. Like, the Eels looked really good, and now they're back to... being the Eels.
Yeah, it's pretty
and then I think
good.
South's
sweet now.
Those 2 wins have just got them away from it.
Plus, I think Souths have a bye too.
Yeah, pick your wooden spooner.
Titans, I can't see them winning.
It is, for me it's the Titans, and that is a really, really disappointing season for them.
Funny though.
What isn't funny? NRLW super teams.
Yeah.
The Broncos and the Roosters are like levels above everyone else. They're stacking it full of talent. And now we're hearing reports that Jesse Southwell is going to take unders to go and play for Brisbane.
Yeah,
that can't happen.
I'm getting very sick of this, to be honest. The competitions are best when there's numerous teams in it. Okay, now I know Penrith won 4 in a row, but it's not as though they've gone 30-0 and flogged teams. They just beat Melbourne. They had to come from behind against Brisbane.
Yep, they struggled against South.
Yeah, it's a genuine competition. Of course, they beat the Eels.
Yeah.
The NRLW last year was called the Roosters and Brisbane were playing the grand final. And only Cronulla upsetting Brisbane in a game that I still don't believe happened. Upset it, the Roosters like 36-0 up, clocked off, started partying, Cronulla got close. It wasn't close, don't get me wrong. This season, the best chances were Newcastle and Cronulla. Cronulla have fallen off, we just lost too many troops. And Newcastle, third best team in the competition, played the Roosters, who the Roosters were terrible, and they still lost by 20 points. It is a joke. Tamika Upton, best player in the game, left Newcastle to go back to Brisbane for family reasons. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and say you can't do that.
Yeah, she's getting her best friend to go there.
And now Jesse Southwell, who's what I said is the only hope the competition has to break up those two because Cronulla just don't have the cattle there and available this season. She wants to go to Brisbane and replace Ali Bringshaw. If that happens, close the competition, just put the Roosters in Brisbane, play an Origin series, fold it. Now, it's not up to the club, it's not up to the NRL to come down and say, you can't do this. But what they should say is, you're not allowed to take unders to come up here. You've got a market value, you must get near that.
Well, I think I saw I saw a really good tweet, and unfortunately I refreshed it and my feed and it went away, and they're saying that the salary cap's a little bit different because of full-time and part-time contracts and who works and who doesn't. So give players a points rating system. And so you get a 5-star player, you can only have 3 of them in your team.
Yeah, that's fair.
So Jesse Southwell, Tamika Upton, Tegan Berry, our Emma Veron, you'd probably call them 5-star players. You only have 3 of them in your team.
Yeah.
And then your 4-star players, you have a few more, your 3-star, your 2-star, and your 1-star players, and you've got a total number of points that you've got to make up to. You can't exceed that.
No, I like it. Now, the reason this is because the NRLW cap isn't like the NRL cap. You can't, Adam Fanua-Blake can't go sign for $600,000 because he's worth $1 million.
Yeah.
That just can't happen. In the NRLW, the cap's so relatively small, it will go up, but it is what it is.
It's in its infant stages at the moment.
They can take a whack, and it's not a big enough to go, oh, that's egregious.
Yeah.
But the NRL did step in and go, you're taking the piss here. And this competition, we've seen the AFLW, it was flying a couple of years ago. I don't watch it because it's AFL and I just flat chat don't care. But no one cares about the AFLW in terms of as much as they should, because 2 teams just take all the talent. That's exactly where we're headed. And in 5 or 6 years' time, we'll be like, remember that competition that was really good and then got ruined? That's where we're at. Terry,
talk to me, Dan.
Time to talk some black, white and blue. We took a few weeks off.
Yes.
But our great mates at Winnett Civil Grading stuck with us. Thank you so much. Please check them out if you can.
No days off for them.
Nope, they're locals and Sharks fans, so they're good people.
Yeah.
And this past week...
we were in it to win it. We weren't before. We were before that. Let's go back. Let's go back in time to the training run that was the Cowboys.
Yep, good
obviously
win. They good fun too.
Another win against the Cowboys takes it 15 of the last 17 games. Ever since the Paul Green medal has come into play, we've only lost 1. Yep. Adam Fanua-Blake, the most recent recipient of that. I thought there were so many different Sharks who could have got it on the day. I thought Blake Brayley was tremendous. Cam McInnes, but he's already won one as well. It's great to see AFB get that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, look, again, training run in the wet.
Yep.
And I thought that game was going to prepare us for the week after against the Dragons.
Too. I felt real good.
We just looked leggy.
We did.
But they played a game in the wet as well, and they didn't.
They did. They played before us, I believe, in and beat Canberra. They were so good on the day, right? Yeah. And I hate saying anything positive about that rabble, but they were really good, and I go back to it, they wanted it more.
Yeah, well, I want to say the difference between the 2 teams... there were 2 things. 1 was completion rate, 2 was Clint Gutherson.
Clint Gutherson, absolutely. Yeah. Every time there was a tackle, he'd run in and he'd high-five and stuff. Yeah. We'd drop the ball and our heads would go down. It's like, what are we doing? We should beat this rabble. Anyways, we needed to bounce back.
Yeah, they broke a 10-game winning streak for Cronulla, so we just have to start again.
Yeah, and it's funny because I had so many Dragons fans message me. I'm like, how long have you been sitting on that? They're like, literally 5 years. Yeah. I think this is it's like only the 2nd time in my youngest daughter's life that she's seen the Dragons win against Cronulla. So that's, whatever. Not good. But what good?
But
last week?
Then we played another Queensland team.
We did.
And we gave them a hiding.
We did.
Now, it's funny because the Cowboys and the Titans game for me felt like the games that we were really going to drop, and I was confident going into the Dragons game.
Yeah, I would. The Titans worried me because they're so darn fast.
The Titans, well, 1, because they're so fast, and 2, because they're so goddamn unpredictable.
Yeah, they are.
But when you have a look at the against column, then they've conceded like 670 points or something like that. But they've scored like 500 and something.
They have. We said that. They were going to lose games 40-30. Now, what they didn't see...
50-20.
Well, what they didn't see coming was Moini Hiroti.
Yes.
Who just woke up that morning and thought, I'm going to be the best centre in the world today.
He was pretty darn good.
No, he was pretty darn good. Matt Burton, 4 try assists all season.
Yeah.
Moini Hiroti, 3 try assists this weekend. Should he play for Australia? Well, of course.
He probably should. Yeah, he was really good. I thought Hines...
Nico was my man of the match because he set it up.
He was my man of the match.
How's that early kick where he kicks and everyone's like, why are you kicking on the floor? Hey, he scored!
He scored. Yeah, the minute he kicked that, I was just like, what is the... Oh, my God, there was no...
Yeah, what's on
my AJ Brimson.
Yeah, he was in the line. Yeah.
Nowhere to be seen. Some great heads-up play. Look, I think this is not really the kind of win you want going into a bye.
Oh, I think we needed this.
We did, but... like, if we had won the game 50-6, but, like... Now, those 2 late tries left a bitter taste in my mouth. And someone turned around and said, oh, well, it's one of the most complete performances that we had. No, we had 2 8-minute lulls. Like,
we did, but in terms of...
They cost us like 22 points.
Yeah. Look, you're not wrong at all, but you offer me 56, I don't care what happens on the other side.
Yeah.
Cronulla were way too good. The worry was the fact that they ran through and scored, and then they ran through and scored again.
Yeah.
Now, the play was brilliant. The forehand to Brimson, everyone in the world saw it coming except our defence, but that's okay, it happens.
Billy Burns, the meme, dived afterwards.
So bad. But what really annoyed me was that Beau Fermor, who, is not the slowest second row in the world, ran away from our speedster winger who looked like he had 2 hip replacements and couldn't bend his knees. And he runs in and then dives at the end trying to give away an 8-point try. And people are like, oh, he made up ground. No, he didn't.
He made up ground when Fermor ran out of breath.
Yeah, and went in right laughing at what was chasing him. That was the negative for me. Otherwise, great performance.
Yeah, I thought Will Kennedy bounced back game from him as well. It was really nice to see the Indigenous boys score tries in Indigenous games.
They really took it personally.
Yeah, it was T. Wilton's been in phenomenal form. Adam Finnell-Blake cost me my Supercoach semi-final by only having one stint this week.
It was so easy. Like, we didn't need him.
Mate, AFB, I thought we were boys.
Yeah, look, what I liked was the fact the bench, now I know Cam McInnes, which we'll talk about in a minute, was injured and it ruined the rotation. All 4 forwards on the bench did their jobs.
Yeah.
Huge Tukes came out, dropped the ball, then lifted his head up, ran for 100 metres, scored a brilliant try. Jess Colquhoun, who is the best player in the competition, came out and ran for like 80 metres.
Yeah.
And then Hoheipuru put in double effort this week.
So Tukes comes onto the field and I was like, he's got to show something. First ball that goes to, he drops. I was like, get him off.
Yeah. But how good was Ronaldo? Because they were going to run in unscored to Groot.
Yeah.
And Ronaldo was another one who had an early mistake and you're like, uh-oh. And then the next 77 minutes, he played amazing football.
And it's like good to see that effort. Those effort plays from Ronaldo, sometimes you turn around and go, oh man, like he could have chased him and he didn't. That effort play to stop De Groot scoring.
He did. And he gave him a serve after.
He did.
We're up by like 40 and he's like, hey, eat that, young man.
Gave everyone a serve. Then Tukes goes down, scores a try. It was a great moment. What went really unnoticed though is that Nicho Hynes was a shot of breaking Brett Kamali's all-time point scoring game record. He just couldn't kick a habit. So,
gotcha.
We were kind of hoping, and I put the mockers on it because there was still 16 minutes to go. We'd hit 50 and I was like, we just need Nicho to score one more try and kick a goal. No, we just shut up short.
Sweet.
So,
it was, look, a pretty darn good afternoon.
What wasn't good though is our skipper Cam McInnes torn ACL. Now at the time, it just looked innocuous. He sort of walked up the tunnel.
He was angry.
He made 3 tackles afterwards.
Yeah, he played with a snapped ACL.
Yeah, he played.
I thought it might have been a HIA at first because they didn't show it.
He just walked up the tunnel.
He walked up and he was angry and you're like, oh, he's been hooked and like they're going to find him concussed because, his face.
Yeah.
But he wasn't. And then they said that he hurt his knee and I was like, no, they said his knee was unstable. And you're like, oh, that ain't good.
Yeah, the minute they start using the words unstable, you know what that means. And I saw people at the end of the game saying, oh, but he was walking around. Does anyone remember when Terry Campese snapped his ACL in half, literally in half? There was no ACL left in his leg, and he walked out with an ice pack on it to say thank you to all the Canberra fans in a round 20 game.
Yeah, big game. It's going to cost him 12 months. He's contracted next year.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of players are back within 8 to 9, but we've seen with Jada Taylor, it was 12 months, a couple of weeks here. You can never really tell.
You never
it's his
know.
second one. He's a bit older. Look,
I think he's going to want to come back to get that contract offer.
Yeah, and I think he will.
Well, look, I will say this. If next year, and this is going to suck for Cam, but if next year, if Jesse Colquhoun is killing it in 13 and we're flying, I wouldn't bring him back.
No, I think you're right. And it gets to a point where you have to make those decisions. Now, moving forward, first of all, captain for me has to be T. Wilton. No question.
Yeah, Teague or Blake. I'll hear it either way.
It can't be Nicho. He's flying. No. Yeah, I'm happy with Blake.
Yeah. Teague or Blake?
Yep.
I think if you're going to, they're both young, right? If you're going to go, one of them will be the long-term captain. Flip a coin, whoever it is. Yeah, look, initially online I said Teague Wilton. Yep. So I'll stick with that.
Either or.
But my 2 are Teague or Blake. And then if I have to go to a third, Adam Finnell-Blake.
Yep, do it. 100% agreed.
I want it away from Nicho.
Now, you're 13. We've seen numerous people mentioned. Anyone who doesn't mention Jesse Colquhoun is wrong.
Yeah, I've seen loads of people say, oh, this is why we bought Hoheipuru. What, to back up Jesse Colquhoun?
Yeah, exactly. Now, Hoheipuru can play 17.
Yeah, I love what we're getting from Hoheipuru, but there is an easy solution to this if one KL Iro is back, and that is to leave Herodi out on the right because Ramian is injured. KL stays on the left. We put Jesse Colquhoun at 13, and Sifa Talakai gets 40 minutes spelling Colquhoun.
100%.
That's it. That's your impact.
So
then you have your two props in Toby and Hazelton, and then ULA, Huge Tukes, Billy Burns, Daniel Atkinson. They make up the rest of your bench.
You pick him by...
And that's because Kafusi. I'm saying Kafusi will come back.
starts.
Now, Kafusi, they said if it was a finals game, Kafusi would have played, but because we had a bye and it was the Titans, so essentially we had two byes, we rested him an extra week.
That's fine. I think that's very smart, and I thought Toby played exceptionally well.
I want to say this as well. The Dragons game, you really missed the impact in defence of Oregon Kafusi.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, you don't get any impact in attack.
No, but his ruck defence.
You're right.
Yeah, he's for what he doesn't give you with the ball, he's one of the best ruck defending props in the competition.
Yeah, if you just need to bloke the own tackle, 100% agreed. Look, I'm pretty happy with where we sit. By if results go away this week, we can go to fourth. Probably not going to happen, but the run in is there. It's in our own.
You've asked, are we limping? Are we just fine going into the finals? I would rather be in the situation we are now than the situation we have been in years gone by. Now, 2022, we came out like a house on fire with Nico, and he blew everyone away. And it came to the finals, and Kennedy was injured, and Nico looked hurt, and Matt Moylan sucks.
Finucane was dead.
Yeah, Finucane was almost dead, and Cam McInnes' face was mashed into pieces. And you just knew the way that South entered the finals, that if we lost that game with the Cowboys, we were going out in straight sets. Unfortunately, we lost that game, we went out in straight sets. So there was that. 2023, we went in at 6th. We had the home ground advantage. The game we should have won 5 times. We just took bad,
Blake.
Yeah. Last year, we went out like a house on fire again, and then we've limped into the finals, and everyone was hurt. And yes, we made a prelim, but by the time it came to Penrith were fit and fresh, and we were, another word that started with F.
Yep.
Completely.
Flipped.
Right now, I think we started the year okay.
Yep.
We had a lull. We got out of it. We've had a blip. We've come back. We look fresh. There's not much injury around the squad apart from Cam McInnes. But it's little injuries now that you have. And I think we're okay. This is a good spot. The higher up we get, two things. I want to host a final at Shark Park.
Please.
I want, 6th, 5th, I don't care.
Yep. Either or.
I just want to boil the absolute piss of everyone online that hates our ground.
Yeah.
Right?
And
the second thing,
right.
We're okay going into this finals game.
Yeah, I think our season comes down to the Bulldogs game. Yeah. I think if we get wiped by the Bulldogs, don't even bother with the semis. But if we beat them going in...
I'll say this though. Well, it depends. If they know they can't come first, they're going to rest all their players anyway.
Again, if you get flogged, don't turn up.
But if we get 6, I'm playing hypotheticals here. Warriors finish 4th, we get 6, we win. You'd back your chance against the Warriors.
Spot on. There's a route there to
a prelim
and then who knows what happens in a prelim. Hopefully, lots of players that aren't ours get COVID or something. Yeah. I don't know. Just saying, it's a possibility. You got to get there to make it. But I feel good now. I'm glad we had the bye this weekend. It's perfectly timed. The 2 games going in, Newcastle's a relatively easy game, should be. Bulldogs potentially a very difficult game. It's pretty close to perfect going in. No excuses from here.
Pretty close to perfect. Now, Newtown Jets suffered a heartbreaking loss on the weekend.
They were robbed.
They were getting smoked, and then they came back, and Sam Stonestreet scores in the 79th minute. And unfortunately,
missed the kick. Yeah. It is what it is.
If Stonestreet just reached out that way,
just a little bit further.
Kick goes in.
The last few weeks have been very difficult because the games have lined up against Cronulla, and you got to take full squad. Players have been missing, no excuses, etc., etc. Newtown had the bye this weekend, and then they play, I believe, the Sea Eagles in the last round. That's a gimme game. If you lose, you don't deserve to play finals. You win that, you play finals. Once you're in the finals, New South Wales Cup's an absolute shit shoot. It's on. Now, players like Billy Burns, Daniel Atkinson and Sam Stonestreet can play for Newtown as long as Cronulla are alive. But there is precedent that you can say, well, Billy Burns would have if this and this. The NRL, New South Wales Rugby League can say, go away, or actually you're right. There's going to be a lot of that. I think, so so it was Haley who wrote that tweet. Someone wrote back and said Sam Stonestreet will qualify through injury. Because he missed Sam Stonestreet, because Sione Katoa was picked and Sam Stonestreet was injured, he will be able to. Billy Burns,
You probably not. Hohepa-Piru, you probably can.
Yeah, he's playing.
Daniel Atkinson, no chance.
Yeah, no. So wait and see.
I don't think you need Daniel Atkinson anyway. They won it last year without him.
Yeah, I think you're right. Look, Newtown, they're probably not going to win the competition this week. There's Penrith are just flying. I hate to say
the Warriors.
Yeah, even St George is playing really well. And Parramatta, who beat us on the weekend. If you get in though, it's an opportunity. So
I mean, because Tuku's going to be back, and blah blah.
There's a bit there.
The flag team.
Flag currently sit fourth. We go to Fiji this weekend.
Lost to Parramatta.
Yeah, we did. Again,
Shocking game.
We missed. There were 4 or 5 players.
Yeah, no Ford, no Pollard.
Yeah, they were all playing for New South Wales Cup. And there are a whole lot of players that didn't play anything this weekend. Now, we don't know if they were on Mars or had the flu, because no one from the club tells us. But they just weren't available. Full strength flag team can beat anyone on the day.
Yep.
If we win the next 2 games,
apart from Melbourne,
we
can't beat Melbourne.
Yeah, although we beat them. No, we didn't.
They beat us 42-8 and 42-14.
That's right. Not even close, Daniel.
Yeah.
But if we look, the minor premiership's still there. It won't happen, but it's still there.
No.
We're going to finish in the finals.
Yep.
Top 4's ideal in the flag. Once again, it's shit shoot. Just get there and see what happens.
Yeah, you don't get home ground advantage.
No, they're all at Leichhardt and stuff. I think it's top 5 or 6.
It's top 5.
We should make both, and then from there, we'll see.
The NRLW girls hate playing at Shark Park.
Yeah. I think they've done now.
Huh?
I think we've only got one more home game.
They've had 2 2-point losses and 2 4-point wins.
Yeah, horrible wins.
And then they play away and they smoke the daylights out of everyone.
So we're sweet. We're going to New Zealand.
We're going to New Zealand now. They're not going so well.
No, and they had 2 players sent off this past weekend. Which
beautiful, delicious. Well. And they, after they had the 2 players sent off, they won the game 12-4.
Yeah, I know. The girls are another one who should play finals.
I want to say this. Yeah, it's top 6 as well for the girls. I want to say this. Cronulla would probably be first if we had a goal kicker.
Yeah.
My God, we miss Taylor Preston's goal kicking.
We do.
If you put Taylor Preston's goal kicking in Shante, it would be awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
A couple of times we've had games where we should be further away than we are, but goal kicking is just like the Tigers game. We won 20-16, but scored 5 tries, didn't kick one. Last weekend we didn't convert both our tries, but kicked 2 penalty goals. I think she'd missed 11 in a row.
Yeah.
It was something shocking. Can we just invest in a goal kicking coach?
Not ideal. Just give it to Emma Varon. She can do everything else.
Oh, she's amazing, Emma Varon. She's been really good. Great to see Caitlin Johnson-Green back into the team. Now, you can tell she was really rusty.
Yeah, she'll be better for the run.
She had that great run, 25 metres, and just dropped the ball.
Yeah.
She looked awesome.
First game back.
She looked awesome. Jacinda Carter and Ellie Johnson took that personally that she came back.
They did.
And they laid a really, really good foundation. A terrible first half, a get out of jail free in the second half. Take it, go to New Zealand, get the W. You almost guarantee yourself a spot in the finals. Yeah. That's all you can ask for. If we make the finals in every grade, again, amazing. Dan.
Yes.
Let's have some tips.
Tips, eh?
It is. Now, I've been flogging you.
False.
Because I've been tipping these last couple of weeks.
No, I haven't.
You haven't put your tips
0
in.
from 0. Can we just rush through Thursday and get to Friday, please?
Yes. Thursday night, Rabbits, Dragons.
Charity Shield, don't care, Bunnies.
Dragons.
Friday night football.
Now, whoever planned this Friday night from Canada, genius.
Yes.
To know that this was going to be a great battle. If Penrith won last week, it would be genuine top 4.
It would. Now, Penrith are hosting this game at Mudgee, which says to me early in the year, we'll be first and Canberra will be 13th.
Yeah.
Not so.
Yeah, you almost guarantee that if this game was in, like if they could, they'd take the game to Combank because there are Canberra fans going to Mudgee.
Yeah, this is going to be great.
There are Canberra fans going to Mudgee for this. It's
They're
going to
off the bye too.
It's going to be absolutely amazing.
Delicious. This is the entree.
The Penrith, though, losing that game, I think that spells blood for the competition.
Yeah, well, Isaiah Yo's suddenly back too.
I'm going to pick them to win this game.
I'll go Canberra. I think Canberra.
I want Canberra to win. I want Canberra to win, but I think Penrith are going to.
Canberra in Mudgee, where it's going to be 1 degree.
I think
it's very Canberra-esque.
I think Penrith are going to do a number on them.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
The Storm host the Dogs.
In a good way. There now. The Bulldogs. They need to be competitive in this game. Melbourne have Ryan Pappenhausen back, potentially. They can come out and make a statement. They can go top, and they can pretty much wrap up this competition.
Now, what I want to say for Melbourne is when Pappenhausen has been out, why haven't they just put Munster at fullback and Pezzett in? Because they
Well, it worked, didn't
they
it?
looked absolutely like Pezzett's boot is huge.
Yeah, it is. And Munster's so good at fullback.
Munster's so good anywhere.
Yeah, he is.
I've got no doubt that if you put him at hooker, he'd be Harry Grant. If you put him at lock, he'd just make it his own. And this is a guy as well. If you turn around him and said, "Yo, money, we need you to play prop," he's going to do it, and he's going to do it better than anyone else.
Sweet as.
One of he's not the guy who's going to win a Dally M because he just don't care. But he is amazing, like absolute freak of nature. And then they just if you're not going to play Pappenhausen, we'll just put Nick Meaney at the back.
Sweet.
It's
I think they do a number on the Dogs.
yeah, I think they.
I
do.
think their forward pack's going to monster the Dogs.
I think the Dogs are done.
Yeah, fair enough.
The worst.
Would you say they're doggone, Terry?
I would. The worst thing that they did was allow Reid Marnie in the middle of the season to talk to other clubs.
Yep.
And bring in Lachlan Galvin and shunt Toby Sexton when Sexton has, I'll say it, in the NRL this year has played better than Galvin.
Fair. Yeah.
It absolutely, they have thrown, this was a great year,
Well.
7 or 8 weeks ago, we're sitting here talking about the Dogs are a legitimate threat for the premiership. Now you're looking at it going, they're idiots.
Yeah, they're going to get bounced. Such a shame.
Now, they might be all right in 2 or 3 years' time, but they're going to look back at it. If they don't win the comp in the next 2 or 3 years, they're going to look back at 2025 and go, that was
a missed
That
opportunity.
was the wasted opportunity there.
Oh.
Stormed
Melbourne,
by 13.
$1 billion, Melbourne.
Yeah.
Now this game.
So we're going into Super Saturday. Now, loser of this game, completely out of the finals race. I think Manly are out.
Yeah,
But they've got a lot to play for here.
they do.
But there's 2 lines of thinking.
The irony is they have to play for pride.
Yeah. That's a brilliant line.
Yeah, it's a good line.
That is a great line, that. There's 2 lines of thinking here. They can either make the finals or they can get Seabold sacked.
Ooh, win-win.
What do you want more? For the Dolphins as well, they got 2 lines of thinking. We've got to win, and we must fucking win.
Yeah.
So, with that, because I want Cronulla to keep getting further and further, that done, anytime I tip the Dolphins, they usually lose.
Yeah.
Dolphins.
Yep, fair enough. I'll take Manly then. What the hell? Who
Yeah,
cares?
who cares? I've won this tippy comp because I've rigged
Yeah,
it.
well, there you go.
I didn't rig it last year, but I'm rigging it this year.
Sweet,
So
fair enough.
I've
Whatever.
won. Don't worry about it.
Easy.
5:30. The Titans are hosting the Warriors now. I said it. I feel this is the Titans' best chance to avoid the spoon.
Yep.
A win here probably takes them off last because Newcastle are going to get mauled.
Yep.
However, the Warriors have shown a little bit of resistance. Now, they weren't convincing against the Dragons at all, but the conditions over there, 3 weeks in a row for the Dragons to play in the wet. Their legs took them. They had the travel over there as well. Maybe they got stitched up by the referee, who cares? I'm not picking the Titans.
No, I mean neither. I think the Warriors win.
You
and
have
I think,
to pick the Titans. They're your team.
Okay, the Titans then, whatever. Like
I've
I
already
said,
won
it's
this.
rigged. I am going to say that there's going to be more Warriors fans there than Titans fans.
Yeah, and it's there's going to be 10 Warriors fans there. It's 7:30 on Saturday night. The Eels are hosting the Roosters. And the last time the Roosters played away on a Saturday night, scored 64 points.
Oh, yeah, well, dare I say.
One shining light for the Eels. Daniel Tupou has been ruled out
Well,
because you had to fear what he was going to do.
yeah, he was going to score a Hardy.
You had to.
Yeah.
Now, I know he was up against Zach Lomax, but he's 6'5", and bigger than Zach Lomax.
Yeah.
He was just going to bully him.
Yeah, exactly.
Daniel Tupou in the air is a cheat code.
He's so good.
With that new rule,
Yeah.
he's the best winger in the comp.
Yeah.
It's not even close, apart from Xavier Coates.
Yeah,
Again.
very, 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 very tall again. Yeah, I'm not even going to talk this game. I think the Roosters run riot, and I think Parramatta fans start getting a little bit louder about the management of their club.
Now, I'll say this. The Dogs, they cop the Daniel Tupou treatment.
Yep.
Now they're going down to get the Xavier Coates treatment.
Ah.
Back-to-back
you
weeks
go.
of 2 aerial
Yeah,
freaks.
there you go.
That's going to hurt them. Roosters for me. I'm not even going to let you pick the Eels in this one. 2 o'clock on Sunday, the Knights and the Broncos. Now, this is probably the Knights' best chance of avoiding the spoon.
Yeah. Let's see you talk this one up, Terry.
Well, it's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah, it'll be fun.
It's going to be fun for 2 reasons.
Yep.
One, the Knights are actually going to turn up for their fans this year. Or they're going to get the absolute piss kicked out of them.
Yep.
And either way, it's going to be funny.
Yeah, I think it'll be the latter.
If the Knights beat the Broncos, funny.
Yep,
And if the Broncos put 500 points on the Knights.
also funny.
Now, once upon a time, I made a bold prediction.
Oh, here we go.
That I gave the clock a 12-point head start.
Yep. Are we going again, are we?
Almost.
I think 60 is very possible here. What should be like 8-4 now?
Yeah, I think 60 is really possible. I think like 70 is not out of the realms. For, if this was played in Brisbane, you'd probably say 90.
Depends which mood Reece Walsh turns up in.
I'm going to pick Brisbane.
Yeah, well, shock.
I'll give the clock the 20.5 head start.
60. All right. Well, in that case, I'm still taking Brisbane.
Yep, perfect. And finally, now this game is going to be fun.
Yeah, Leichhardt Oval.
Tigers Cowboys. The Tigers fans, they're back.
Yeah, they are.
They can't get the spoon.
Nope. And boy, are they chirping.
Yeah.
And good on them.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're a mathematical chance to play finals football.
Yep.
I love what I've seen from the Tigers. Like, Talon May has been absolutely incredible. Terrell May, he's still on a tear. The Fainu boys, they're going really well. Gerald Skelton on the wing. Sania Taruva. Now, they've swapped wings.
Oh, have they?
Yeah. Skelton's been on the right, like, Taruva started on the right wing, and now Skelton's playing there. So, whatever, it's fun.
Yeah, damn straight. Scotty, Adam Dewey.
Yeah, Adam Dewey at halfback has been great. Dream Buller back.
Yep.
They've got a fun team, the Tigers.
They do.
They just can't let it get ripped apart. Please don't let it get ripped apart.
I'm enjoying this.
The Cowboys, I really thought their performance was terrible against the Knights. They made the most errors.
The season.
Like 23 errors in a game and won by 34 points.
Says something about
That's not going to happen. Is this game at Leichhardt?
Yeah, Leichhardt Oval.
Yeah, Cowboys are done.
Yeah, I think the Tigers are on right.
Yeah.
I think they're going in 3 games in a row.
Plus the bye.
Yeah, it's good on them.
I love this for the Tigers. Love this for the Tigers. Give me the Tigers. Oh, fucking. Why couldn't I have
Let's go the Tigers.
Why couldn't I have had this season from the Tigers last year? Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Rugby League Outlaws. We're back.
We are back. We'll be back to our regular injuries and sickness aside.
They're hopeless, man.
Yeah,
hopeless.
I'm still a little bit sick though. Sick of you!